Hello everybody and welcome to the first 15 minutes of Guild Wars 2. Now, why in the world are we doing an introduction to this game that has been out for 3 years? Well, because it's now free to play. That's right, before you had to buy the box, which was $50 or $60, but right now you can go download it off their website completely for free and play the entire game. That's right, they have 3 years of upgrades and patch notes and all that sort of stuff. You get to play all of it. I think your inventory maybe is a little bit smaller, but that's it. I mean, it's completely free. That's right, and the expansion for this game, Heart of Thorns, is coming out on October 23rd. That's right, so you can jump in the game if you've never played it, or maybe you played it in the past. You can play this for free, and so I'm going to show you how awesome this game is. It's one of my favorite games I played. I put a ton of time into it, so let's take a look and see what it's all about. We're going to create a new character here, and there are 5 different races to pick from. You get the Char, which are these giant kind of bestial cat, almost lion kind of people. Pretty cool. They got a tail. Regular humans. You get over here the Sylvan. They are like plant people, basically, kind of smaller. The Asura are little kind of gnomish looking things, and then we got the Norn, which are these giant, awesome, beastly, kind of mountainous people. Now, obviously, you get male or female, and then you get to pick your classes. Now, starting out with the warrior, this is sort of your basic, you know, he's builds up attack power, rage, kind of you spend it, basic melee person, but they can also use bows, which is pretty cool. The guardian is your typical kind of paladin with melee attacks, and they also have spells, but they can also use staffs as well. The ranger typically has a bow, but they have melee weapons as well, and you can also get a pet if you like pets. Thieves can go into stealth and also steal stuff from people. It's not like actual items, but you can like steal buffs and like use items and stuff. Engineer, you get to use stuff like guns and turrets and knock people back and have really good point control. Necromancer, you get pets, like little ghouls and stuff you can raise up. You can also turn into a lich and steal some life. Really cool, lots of dots and diseases. The Elementalist can switch between 4 different like attunements, like fire and air and cold, water, all that sort of stuff, and they're really active. Lots of cool elemental stuff there. And then the Mesmer, you get to send out like clones of yourself, phantasms, and basically just mess with people and troll people. And last but not least is the Revenant, which is not available yet. This is a class coming out for Heart of Thorns. So let's go ahead, I guess we'll make a Guardian. Kind of gives you a preview of what their armor kind of looks like there. Guardian's pretty awesome. Jump in, you get to pick how big you want him to be, of course, and then how burly. Oh my goodness, there we go. There's a big guy. Obviously you get skin color. Whoa, geez, that was like pasty white. There we go, that's a good color, I guess. No? Yeah, there we go. Boom, tattoos. Let's see, turn off the armor. Holy cow, this guy's got too much muscle. He looks a little ridiculous. He's a guardian, so blue tattoos, I think. Yeah, so lots of options, obviously, here. I'm not going to go through all these. Boom, there we go. Tattoos. Head options. Now, this gives you a default for, like, the whole look of your face. Right there. Boom, there we go. Looking good. Now we'll go with this guy. He's young. He's a young feller. All right, what is this? Hair, his hairstyle. I kind of like that hairstyle, actually, but there's a whole bunch of options, obviously. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, what was that one? That one's kind of cool. There we go. All right, hair color, yellows, oranges, ginger. Where's ginger? Let's be ginger. All right, and his beard. I like his beard here too. Yeah, let's go back. Ooh, what was that one? Nope. All right, that one's good. Now, face details, you get a little bit more customization. You can change his eye angle. You can change the size of his iris. Height, so a bunch of good stuff there. Eyebrow, nose, also more stuff. So pretty good customization. Not the very best that you've ever going to see in a game, but definitely better than a lot of games like WoW and some other things there. And then also you get to pick some armor dyes. The armor dyes in this game are super easy. You can change them at any time you want. Let's go with we're a guardian. We need like some bluish color, I think. Right? Because that goes with, yeah, it goes with what we're doing here. Boom, and there we go. So you gotta pick your color. I gotta match. You can't not match. Boom, there we go. Looking good. And next. Now this part of the character creation is a little bit of your backstory. It changes like when you're starting items, which doesn't really matter. Oh, look at those big things. Let's get those bad boys there. We gotta dye those. Hold on. Let's go back and dye these. There we go. Boom. Alright, there we go. Now you're looking good. Alright. So that item is just a visual item. It doesn't actually do anything. Here it changes how your character, how they react to people. So you're dignified, you're fierce, and if you, throughout the game, you get to pick conversation, the way you would converse with someone. And if you pick fierce, let's say you pick fierce ferocity over and over and over and over again, eventually people in the world will recognize your ferocity. So you walk up to people and maybe little kids or something, and they kind of like cower and they're like, ah, and they're scared of you, right? So it's kind of funny, just a little bit of flavor there. Also, this will also kind of change some of your quests, your storyline. So maybe one of your quests is going to be changed depending on, like this here. So if you black out, a little bit of a spoiler, if you pick blacked out, it's because you got drunk and you were terrorizing the countryside. It's one of the funniest storylines I've ever played in an MMO. We're going to pick that one because it's hilarious. And then you get a pick. So each race is going to have a little bit different thing here. Then pick a name. Zizzalot. Zizzalot. Don't Zizzalot. Zizzalot. All right. Let's jump in to the game. Prepare yourself for awesomeness.
I am Norn, hunter of the wild, born of the free and rugged Shiverpeak Mountains. In the far north, my people fought our greatest enemy, Jormag, a dragon of frost and snow. The dragon broke our pride, but it did not break our spirit. In our last hour, we heard the voices of 4 of the spirits of the wild: Bear, Raven, Snow Leopard, Wolf. They called us south, away from certain annihilation. We founded the Great Lodge of Holbreck and claimed new hunting grounds. Some say we should not fight Jormag. I say the greatest risk is to wager nothing at all.
One day a hero will lead us home, and we will break the dragon's icy grip.
I was born in the fire of combat. My spirit has been forged and tempered like steel.
Oh, I look good.
Like my ancestors before me, I seek glory. One day, I will take my place among the heroes of the Norn. My strength is a gift from the spirits of the wild. With it, I can hold back the tide. I can move mountains. I can overcome anything that stands in my way. I am still untested, but already, my deeds have earned me friendship and great respect. Each year, a great hunt is called in Holbreck. Only the best among us are invited to participate. I shall use my might to collect trophies that prove my worth, then drink and boast of my victories. I accept this challenge. I relish it. Come, danger. Come, adventure. In the lodges and halls of my people, my strength will make me immortal. This is my story.
Oh yeah, I still think this is one of the coolest intros to any MMO I've ever played. Every single race and those choices you pick during character creation changes the way that that intro story plays out, and every race has its own introduction sort of zone and story that we are going to take a look at right now. Booyah, here we are in the game. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've done a few of these first 15s. You may have looked at different games. You can check those out if you want to see. This game, even though 3 years old, is still one of the best looking games, MMOs, that's out. I think it looks amazing. I love the art style. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic.
You don't want to miss a chance for glory.
What's up? Thor, what's up, Thor?
Hail, hero! Are you here to take part in this year's great hunt?
I am.
Of course I am. Just tell me what needs to be done and stand clear.
Whoa, jeez.
Hunt down the wildest animals you can find and take trophies from your kills. Present only the finest to Ido the Tanner to prove your worth. Whoever has the best trophy and whose bravery is the greatest will be invited to join the Great Hunt. Newt Whitebear has said this season's event will be one of the most dangerous, so be ready. I've even heard the renowned Erstigulkin might attend.
I look forward to impressing them both after I've earned my place in the hunt.
Oh my goodness, so that's the way quests work. When you pick up a quest, a lot of the quests, at least the story quests, are going to have that sort of cutscene situation, which doesn't take too long, looks pretty good. Now, Guild Wars 2, you can dodge, and while you're dodging, see that there's a yellow bar at the bottom, and you save up 2 dodges. It makes you immune to attacks, and you can also switch weapons. You have 2 weapon sets. The bottom left-hand side of the bar are abilities specific to the weapon that you're using. I gotta kill this guy here. You, sir! Watch out, a vicious boar. Oh, there's a bunch of ads here. Boom! Easy peasy. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm out of here, suckers! I gotta take my trophy back. Now, my guy is so big, he looks like he's running incredibly slow. He's a giant. And the music, FYI, the music is amazing in this game. I love the music. Now, as I was saying, the weapons choose the abilities you have. Now, every class can't use every weapon, but for example, the Guardian I'm playing, they can use one-handed maces, one-handed swords, they can use a shield in their offhand, they can use like a scepter, they can use a torch, right? Oh, I gotta go back up here. I missed it. Go back. Warriors, for example, can use axes, they can dual-wield axes, they can use a two-handed sword, and so depending on the weapons you have, that changes your buttons on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you get to pick those based on your class.
Hail, Hunter. I'm the local leather...
Get out of here. He's a leather hunter, whatever. I want to get to, at the end of every starting zone, for every race, all 5, there is a pretty cool situation I want to make sure you all see. So this is the Great Hunt. Look at that guy. Look at the armor in this game. Look, he looks pretty cool. You can get that armor that he's wearing. Let's go. Boom. Run on. And there's multiple opportunities too. So in this quest, it wasn't just that one bear thing, or not a bear, boar that I killed, but there was like 3 different things that I could kill. So there's a lot of options in this game. You're not, it's definitely a theme park game, obviously, where you're doing the same kind as everyone else, but usually there's a couple of different options, which is nice. Uh-oh, it's the Great Hunt. So we had to get a trophy to prove our worth. So now we can come fight this thing. Oh my god. Alright, let's do this. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's another player there. There's another player. There's another player there. That was an NPC. There's a lot of people here already. And this is a great time to start too. If you haven't played the game, because a lot of people are playing the game again. A lot of first-time players. I gotta dodge out of the way. Dodge out of the way. There's a lot of new players, first-time players coming in to try the game out before the expansion. It's a pretty sweet level 1 situation. It was pretty easy. Come on, it's only level 1, but look how amazing that is. Look how awesome that is to have this sweet giant boss fight thing at the end of like the introduction. I love it. All right.
What a hunt.
What
I heard about your victory. Very impressive.
Thank you. It was a hard-fought battle, and I'm proud of my part in it.
An excellent beginning to your legend, friend. You know, a lot of folks around here have problems that need solving. A slayer like you could be a big help. Putting your skills to work sharpens them, and helping others wouldn't hurt your reputation either. Think of the glory.
I will seek out these problems and solve them. Then we shall see how my legend grows.
Oh yeah, and that is the introduction to the game, Boom, I leveled up, I got a new item. Now there's a lot of great parts of this game. You can jump into PvP right away. You just go up here, you click on PvP, and everyone has the same gear. There's no difference in item level or actual levels. You are on equal footing. These are like small battlegrounds, like 10 on 10 and 15 on 15. There's also world versus world, which is kind of like ESO or Dark Age Camelot, where it's an open sort of three-way battle with keep sieges and stuff like that. There's also, of course, dungeons throughout the game. And one thing that people didn't like about this game was lack of end game content. And with the expansion that's coming out, they're adding 10-person, what they're calling raids, which are more difficult, big sort of raids. Now, it doesn't have this long gear progression or gear grind like WoW would have. It doesn't have that at all, but there are going to be a lot of challenging things you can do at max level still. So there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. This game is a ton of fun. I think it's got something for everyone, and the fact that you can go download it now for free and play the entire game, there's absolutely no reason not to try it or jump back in if you played it before. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.